Shri Madhav Das Ji was one of Lord Jagannath's dearest devotees. It is described in his life story that whenever Madhav Das Ji entered the Jagannath temple, Lord Jagannath, seated on the sacred altar, would begin to sway joyfully. Crowds of people gathered just to witness this divine sight. People would say, "Let's go when Madhav Das goes. As soon as he stands before the Lord, Jagannath starts swaying in delight. See how much the Lord loves his devotee." One day, Madhav Das Ji said, "Jai Jai, I am going to Vrindavan for darshan." Lord Jagannath replied, "Take me with you." Madhav Das Ji smiled and said, "How can I take you with me? You belong here in Jagannath Puri. Millions come here for your darshan." The Lord answered, "No, Madhav. My heart resides wherever devotees like you live. Holy places, sacred lands, and pilgrimage sites all have their own glory. But my heart is wherever my devotees are." The speaker explains that some holy places are deep inside forests with hardly any facilities, yet the Lord happily stays there. He gives the example of Pandharpur in Maharashtra, where Lord Vitthal stands with his hands on his waist, waiting lovingly for his devotee Pundalik. The true glory of a place lies in the devotion present there. Again, Lord Jagannath pleaded, "Madhav, take me with you." Madhav Das Ji replied, "The journey to Vrindavan is very long. Sometimes I go without food for 3 or 4 days. I can tolerate that, but how will you? You are offered elaborate meals many times a day. Even if one offering is delayed, won't you become hungry? And besides, how can I carry such a heavy deity all the way?" Lord Jagannath smiled and said, "I shall become light. I will eat whatever you eat." Madhav Das Ji asked, "Will you really survive on leaves and fruits for days? Here you receive delicious feasts every day. How will you manage?" But the Lord insisted. Finally, Madhav Das Ji left for Vrindavan. As he walked away, Lord Jagannath's eyes filled with tears. "How shall I remain without Madhav?" Madhav Das Ji continued his journey. He was accustomed to fasting for days, but after travelling only a short distance from Jagannath Puri, he suddenly felt an unbearable hunger, far greater than he had ever experienced. He thought, "If I don't get food soon, I might even eat a tree." Just then he noticed a small house. He knocked, and an elderly woman opened the door. "Mother, please, I am extremely hungry. Whatever food you have, please give it to me." She lovingly served him a meal. Normally, Madhav Das Ji would first perform purification rituals before eating. But the hunger was so intense that he immediately began eating, remembering Lord Rama. As he ate, he wondered, "I have never felt such hunger in my life." The old woman suddenly said, "Baba, don't eat everything by yourself. Feed the little boy sitting beside you too. He has been staring at your plate." Madhav Das Ji looked around and replied, "Mother, I came alone." She insisted, "No, there's a beautiful little boy beside you. Large eyes lined with kohl, curly hair." Hearing this description, Madhav Das Ji understood immediately. It is Jagannath! He realized that Lord Jagannath had entered his heart and was sharing his journey. The hunger he felt was actually the Lord's hunger. Meanwhile, back in Jagannath Puri, the priests searched everywhere for the Lord during worship. "Where is Jagannath?" Someone replied, "He has gone with Madhav Das." The journey that should have taken 3 or 4 months stretched to 7 months because Madhav Das had to stop frequently whenever the Lord became hungry. Eventually he reached Vrindavan. Around that time, the divine manifestation of Shri Bihari, later known as Banke Bihari, had become famous throughout India. Saints from every corner came for darshan. Madhav Das Ji also went to Nidhivan. He was told that the temple doors were closed because the Lord was accepting Rajbhog, the royal meal, so he should wait by the Yamuna river. He bathed, completed his evening. Swami Haridas took Madhav Das inside. The Lord seemed to say, "Look at my mouth. Those dry chickpeas scratched it." Madhav Das folded his hands in embarrassment. "O Lord, you are accustomed to royal delicacies, and I fed you only dry gram." Swami Haridas lovingly remarked, "Don't spoil him with luxury all the time. Let him also learn simplicity born of love." Everyone present was immersed in divine bliss. Swami Haridas embraced Madhav Das and said, "Your devotion is extraordinary. Lord Jagannath Himself resides in your heart, and the same Lord appears here as Bihari Ji. Such devotion is exceedingly rare." The two great saints then spent a long time absorbed in divine discussions filled with love and spiritual ecstasy, revealing the sweetness of pure devotion.